All right, welcome everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of March, 2024, and this is the Cluster API Community Office Hours meeting. Cluster API is a sub-project of Kubernetes SIGs, and as such, we follow their meeting guidance, which basically means please treat everyone as you would expect to be treated, or explicitly so. Please be kind to each other. And if you'd like to talk, please raise your hand and I will call on you. So at the beginning of our meetings, we like to give a chance for new attendees to introduce themselves to the community. So if that sounds like something that fits you, please raise your hand and I will call on you. And I think the raise hand function is under reactions, if I'm not mistaken. All right, I'm not seeing any hands going up. So going in 3, 2, 1, we'll move on to the next section, which is open proposal readouts. And I think we don't have any at the moment. We do not. But I'm buying a little time for Stefan to finish, or for Stephen to finish adding his agenda topic here. So we don't have any open proposals, which means Stephen, you're up first on the topics here. Whenever you'd like.
Yeah, this is a quick one. I just have a PR related to the release. If anyone has a chance to take a look, just backporting essentially an improvement, which should help us for next week. So I'd ideally like to get it merged prior to Tuesday. And while I have the mic, I might as well do a quick plug for the beta 0 release that we're gonna that's scheduled for Tuesday of next week for V170. And that's it for me. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you, Stephen. So yeah, please, anyone in the community who might be watching on a recording or something, please check out that review and hopefully we'll get it in quickly. All right. I can see that Mohammed is adding an update for the Metal 3 provider. So please, Mohammed, take your time and we'll come to you next and you can tell us about it. It's a very short meeting today, so it seems like we don't have a ton of topics. But please, Mohammed, if you would like to talk about the update for Metal 3.
Yes. So we did the patch release for the Metal Q provider, 1.6.1 and 1.5.3. Let me just write that also here. And this week, and this has the latest CAPI patch releases for 1.6 and also 1.5. Yeah, just so far everything looks looking good. So yeah, just wanted to give the update.
Cool, awesome. Thank you, Mohammed. Wow, we're having some great updates in the middle here. I can see Fabrizio has already reviewed the PR that we were talking about earlier. So these meetings are amazing, right? All right. So I guess we'll move on to the feature group updates, which is just me. There is just a PSA that we are meeting for the Carpenter group today. It'll be at the top of the next hour. And there's a link to the agenda there. I think we should have some interesting topics today. We've been getting into, or I've been getting further into the POC that I'm trying to make. And I'm hoping to bring it back to this group within the next couple of weeks to kind of give an idea of the architecture we're looking at and, see if it makes sense for everyone. Cool. So I guess if I just keep talking, it seems like maybe more items will be added to the agenda. I can see Damiano adding some updates for Kappa and CapG. So Damiano, do you want to announce those?
Yeah, sure. Just want to bring it up that last week we released Cluster API provider AWS and Cluster API provider GCP. So I'm not sure if this was mentioned in the last meeting, so I just added it now to the notes. but yeah, feel free to download them and try them out.
Awesome. Thank you, Damiano. And they were not mentioned in the previous meeting, so this is good information. Lubomir, please.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, just wanted to mention for the audio AWS provider, the release team are having some issues with end-to-end tests. So they posted a comment in the Cluster API at the AWS provider. So if somebody of the maintainers are here on the call, please have a look, because there's some failing tests in the release blocking or release informing dashboards for this release. So it's project blocking.
Did they create an issue for that as well, or do we have a link to the issue?
I think there's an issue in Kubernetes. The comment you should be looking for in the Slack channel is from Paco.
Yeah, thank you, Lubomir. I saw the issue. I think we will chat about it with the other maintainers and try to find an answer for a fix. I think it's the conformance tests, not the end-to-end ones, but yeah, we will have a look for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Awesome. Thank you for bringing that up, Lubomir. So we're pretty much at the end of our agenda. I'll give folks a chance if there's any ad hoc topics people would like to bring up. But if not, we can take back about 50 minutes of our day here, another record pace meeting. So I'll give folks 3, 2, 1. All right. I guess that's the meeting for today. Thank you everyone for showing up, and we'll see you next week.